What's up, everybody? My name is Aya. I'm a feminine shaman. I'm not here to take any of this seriously, and I hope you don't either. All of a sudden, I want to put on a sweater, and I made this. I crocheted it. Okay, my bad, y'all. Okay, so we're going to be doing a reading, pick a card reading, really. I want to do a pick a card reading. We're going to be doing a pick a card on who you miss, who misses you, and why. Why, why, why. So we're going to do group number one. We're going to do three groups. A lot of time I find that these groups all kind of have a full story if you listen to them all. Um, that's how it feels anyway. Sometimes there's a pal that's like completely rogue and it's its own thing, but two of them usually kind of go together. So who misses you? Who you missing? Who missing you? And why? This is exciting because I was inspired because I was sitting around missing someone, wishing they would call or wishing that it was time for us to connect. And then I was like, there's probably other people that feel the same way. Let's do a reading because it's like kind of giving me soft and fuzzy feelings. And I like feeling that way and I want to stay in that energy. All right. I'm gonna light some of my incense here, which will, when I get my recipes down packed again on my packaging, I'll start to sell. I used to sell incense and soaps and all this other stuff. Some of y'all know, some of y'all don't know. Some of y'all have purchased. And I thank you. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for everyone that's watching. Thank you for sticking with me through the years. I really, truly appreciate it. Okay, cool. So my spirit wants to start off with the Earth Magic Oracle deck. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start off with who are you missing? Who are you missing? Do it like this. Who are you missing? What timestamp is this? I can't see. This is where we're starting with number one. I wish I can see a timer. All right, who are you missing? Who's missing you and why? That's what I'm gonna do. I'll see how I'm gonna do the spread. Who are you missing? Okay, somebody that is, it looks like they're in a rebirth energy and it's giving, I wanted to say resistance, but also like hangman type energy, like you guys are in a time out, not not because of you or him or them or her or whatever. It's just because there just needs to be a time of recalibration, integration, and growth. Okay? Who are you missing and who is missing you? Who is missing you? Isn't that the same question? Who are you missing? No, it's not. That's who you're missing. Who's missing you? Shape shifting, clouds. I don't quite know. It hasn't come to me what that means yet. So I just kind of, I'm going to let that sit there. Who's missing you? Shape shifting. When it pertains to a relationship, what does that mean? Who's missing you? I just heard somebody whose head's in the clouds who fantasizes about you. They look up at the clouds and they see you. They see symbols. They're looking for symbols and signs of whether or not you're the right one. And this could be the same. This looks like it's the same. It feels like now it's the same person of who you're missing. At least you guys are on the same page. And in the center is why. Solitude, like I was saying, solitude. It's because it's just time for solitude. You haven't done anything wrong. You're not manifesting correctly. It's not you. It's just it's just that it's time for these things to be the way they are. And you guys are both, I don't know about what you're going through. I see more about what your person is going through, who you're missing and who's missing you. Solitude. I would assume that if this is what your person needs, then you guys are mirroring each other. And it just may be like, it feels like isolation. But solitude is a good thing. So the advice from spirit is enjoy your time apart from the person you miss and who's missing you, and try to enjoy the solitude, because that's part of your growth, like enjoying the journey and not just caring about the end result. All right, so I'm going to continue down that line of who are you missing. I don't know why all their cards are coming out reversed. Power in reversed and innocence. Okay, and then the rebirth card. Your person looks like they might be uncovering and discovering childhood wounds when it pertains to a loss of power. That could be I'm the first thing that came to me. This is kind of heavy, I guess, but I don't want to stay on it. Sexual abuse, like some type of intimacy. They're working on healing that, and so it's them that needs this solitude right now. And maybe you guys mirror each other. Let's look down the line of the shape shifting. Who are you missing and who is missing you? Who is missing you? Promise. Yeah. So they don't want to make any promises that they can't keep. They feel like they're not able to keep the, if they were to come to you now, they're going through a purification of what it is that they value in a relationship, because here I do see you guys together. Promise. It's like a promise on your heart that the person you miss and who's missing you, y'all are like together and on just like another level. It's energy, it's frequency, it's love, it's a bond, it's a vibe, it's your best friend. Yet these wounds are taking precedence. Healing these wounds and purifying is taking precedence over you guys actually being together right now. Okay, so we're going to look at why that is. Why that is. Ebb and flow, sanctuary, reverse, and activation. Kind of self-explanatory. So, your person never be. Ooh, there's another card underneath the activation. That's weird. Your person never felt safe inside their own body. They're working on how to feel safe in communication with them, with their own wounds. Ebb and flow, activation, nurturing. It's so that they can nurture you. Like without them going through this time of solitude, they know they wouldn't be the tea. Like it wouldn't be given what it needs to be gave. Um, they're protecting you from them. That shows a lot of growth. That's a lot of love, actually. They see their wounds. They see where they're in a good place. They see their wounds. They see where it comes from. They're willing to work on it, and they don't want to involve you. This person sounds like a keeper. This person sounds worth waiting for, is what I'm hearing. Makes me want to cry because, like, I feel your longing to be in union, and you're like, well, I want to be there, but you also know you can't. From your lessons and your growth, that's part of your healing process, is to stop being everybody mama, you know, like kind of let God handle these wounds and these situations, and you go relax, and you kind of, you're being called to kind of have activation in a different way. This person is going through, I'm hearing, what you've already been through. So you're kind of holding space. You're holding space. That is so beautiful. You're holding space because you are connected to them, not because you're sitting and you're trying. I don't want you to try to hold, I'm holding space for the person I miss or whatever. No, no, no. That's not what spirit is telling you to do. They actually want you to relax, put your feet up, get a coconut, go on vacation, pamper yourself, love yourself, because that's the energy you want to attract. Okay. So this person is nurturing themselves because of some of the things that you asked for, a lot of the things that you asked for. It has to be made for you. You're special. And I don't mean that in a negative way. This is God showing up for you, is what I'm hearing, proving to you that dreams do come true, prayers do get answered, and it's going to feel really, really great when the union comes into play. Now, I would go delve deeper into that, but I'm going to move on to group two. So maybe those answers will be in group two. Maybe they won't. I'm not going to force it. And I'm also going to start off with a different deck. Just kind of, I will shuffle these, but we're in group two now. And I'm going to burn some new, fresh incense for group two. And thank you guys for being here in a weird time at 1 p.m. on a work day, chat. But here in Florida, we're on hurricane, tropical storm time or whatever, and they closed the city down for the day. All right, burning new incense. The storm really hasn't even really started yet. It's been actually a really nice, just very windy day. And I was able to go outside and take some TikTok pics or videos or Instagram. I don't know where this stuff goes now. All right, we got it burning. Group number two, we're going to do who are you missing? Who's missing you and why? Thank you and welcome to my channel. For those of you who are watching back, my name is Aya. All right. Who are you missing? Who's missing you and why? Who are you missing? Who's missing you? Why? Wow. Ooh. Who are you missing? The God of joy. Group number two. Your person is like really balanced and healthy and wants what's best for you and wants to see you grow. Just really good natured is what I'm seeing so far. I heard the first word I heard was patient. Okay. They also are patient because it looks like they have caused you pain in the past, and they want to regain your favor. They want your forgiveness. They want to reconnect again. Um And who's missing you? That's Angel Mebahel, Angel 14, God the protector and the savior. The first thing I saw is this angel with this um demon head or whatever that thing is, truth and justice, protection from enemies who would steal one's fortune. I see how these readings are now. So they're looking at the situation with optimism and like, okay, I just have to come with a good attitude. I worked on myself, I'm ready to reconcile. You're not, because you're looking for truth and you're looking for justice for how this person has treated you. But I'm hearing that this person is willing to humble themselves. Oh, that's so good. Wow. This is like lessons of love and forgiveness here, really deep. Healing is taking place on both ends. Okay, because what I'm hearing is that both sides could have grown up, even though this person seems like they were a whole lot more immature in certain ways um, at the beginning of y'all's relationship. What I'm sensing is like we're in a time of reconciliation or something like that. Like we're twin flames or lovers, um, even friendships that you didn't know were lovers, friendships, people that you hold near and dear to your heart. Y'all going to start hooking up. And so, like, before that happens, because it looks like this person wants to offer you what they have as a person, they want to give you who they are, because the why is the King of Pentacles. It's the angel number 34, Lehaya. Obedience causes harmony and peace, calms anger in anyone. Wow. Angel 34, the adored God. I obey what is right for my evolution, is what I wrote on here. You guys are perfect for each other's evolution. And I know that doesn't always make good for romance. Sometimes, never. Um, but honestly, that's what all relationships are for. They are. No one is here to just never rock the boat, and never um choose themselves and maybe hurt somebody's feelings sometimes. And sometimes when you choose yourself and you're in a commitment or you like someone and feel connected to someone, that person is just haphazardly living. So what I'm seeing is that this wasn't personal. Like whatever the hurt and the pain, it was them. And they see that, they know this seems like a continuation from group one. I figured it might be. But and at the core of this relationship, you guys both really adore each other. And this is why you miss each other. And you don't have to, I'm hearing you don't have to go back or go into or but this person wants to be heard out is also what I'm hearing. They're going to come to you with humility. They're going to confess and be honest about what they may have done. They see it now. They're in a place like, I want to reconcile because I see that my wrongdoings and I'm okay with whether or not you forgive me or not. They're doing it for them. That's good, you know? So let's dive a little bit deeper into, and I'm being called to use my deck. I'm sorry for the banging, clanking. I have my mic sitting on top of a mason jar. We make do around here. All right. So the first pile is who you're missing. Who you're missing. Oh, if he wasn't, this is a masculine energy. Um, if he, if you didn't know, he's grown, he's coming into his own. He um is ready to be who he really is, and it's the person that you knew he would be. You know, it's the person that he always has been. This is the social shaman. So he's going to start living in his purpose, and I'm feeling very like with or without you type energy. Wait, don't get be ahead of myself. Who you're missing? Who's missing you? Who's missing you? Okay. Daughters of Isis, reverse, who's missing you? So honestly, it looks like you could stand to learn from this person and move on. Like move on and clear out the pain and the hurt, and maybe some of the crimes that person committed in this relationship is sexual. This is what I'm picking up. Like being so superficially focused on the sex and the attraction, it became like a soul tie situation. And it looks like you can't see past it in the way that would allow for you guys to really connect. It maybe it still has you out of alignment with who and what your purpose is, but honestly, y'all are the same. You're a shaman, and this is Daughters of Isis. This is the Isis cult, you know, and it came out reverse. And usually, when it comes out reverse, that signifies like, and when we're talking about a love situation here, um, a feeling of like kind of sexual um passion, but making it the main thing in the relationship. You know, it's like I'm not seeing that he is thinking about you necessarily. This isn't necessarily about you yet. This journey has been about them. Then and that's not a bad thing. And you're like, I'm waiting for it to be about me. Like it's like call me when it's about me. And that's not a wrong attitude to have, you know? Um, but you have to be patient though. And you make your life about you right now because it looks like you're not ready for them to even really apologize yet. Okay, okay. Can I share that with them, spirit? Or would that just be counterintuitive? I'm not sharing it because I got a buzz in my energy right before I was about to speak. Sorry. I was going to give y'all basically the keys, but I'm not allowed. Part of the journey is not knowing every single thing and being surprised. You need your free will in this. You need to feel like this is your choice. All right. Who are you missing? Who are you missing? Yeah, this person has basically been minding their own business and working on their root chakra. It's like, okay, business is important to them right now. Business is important to them right now. And gaining a new perspective and finding themselves. This is a childhood wound for them. They are out of alignment with their inner empowerment. When y'all were together in connection, they brought out that wound in you and you're upset about it. The way that they triggered you was like nasty work to you. You're like, you don't do people like that. And you really want to give them a piece of your mind. But before you do, spirit is going to do a bit more work on you. Okay? It's not time. All right. So why? Why? Are you missing this person and this person's missing you? Why is that? Why is that? Fjords and amethyst. Mm, okay. This relationship is supposed to stand the test of time. Y'all had to go through what y'all went through to heal y'all so y'all wouldn't ruin it now. Like, although it's not ready yet, it's not ready to come out of the oven yet, it's about to be ready. I'm so excited. Oh my God. I'm so excited for you. Okay. Why I'm excited is because I pulled the cards Fjords and Amethyst. Okay. And then Magnolia and Yellow Carnelian. On top of that is the Adored God. Okay. Y'all really love each other down in a special way that both of y'all can't put into words. It's like it hasn't even really, y'all haven't like even began to know the depth of the security that you guys could have with each other, because this is the Magnolia and Yellow Carnelian. This is like confident security, like ancient. You guys have done this before in past lives already. Y'all are kind of on a, I'm in my heart, I'm hearing on a mission together. This Fjords and Amethyst means you guys are each other's refuge and hiding place. This is good. After you heal your wounds in solitude, because I'm talking about the first reading because I know these two people, this person is the same. um, then when y'all finally do come together and y'all work through this and y'all talk nice to each other now, you know, okay, y'all hear each other out. It's going to add depth, a security. This person already wants to be there for you and you want to be there for them. And so that's where the frustration's coming from. But at the same time, this person knows that they have to focus on themselves, not, and I'm hearing not just for them, but for you. It's for you too. They know they can't come to you all willy-nilly with empty handed, um, really with nothing to offer from within, because they know that that's who you are. Like they actually get you, they understand you, and they know you. And so does the divine. Okay, so does your creator. She knows you, she understands you, and she knows you're not going to accept anything less than what you've been praying for, what you've been asking for. So just go pamper yourself. Like, just you make your life a vibe for yourself. And like I said before, that's a wound that needs to be healed for you, to where you look to the outside world, outside validation for your happiness in some way. Okay, listen, I don't make the rules around here in this universe, we all do together. So if you're mad, blame yourself for making the rules of the universe, of this dimension. That's all I got for you. Group 3. Bye, Group 2. Thank you for joining me. That was a fun and pleasure reading for you. Group number 3, another deck. Who are you missing? Who's missing you and why? Thanks for joining me, group number 3. My name is Aya. I would burn some incense, but it's been just kind of burning in my face, it seems. I'll just burn this little bit right here. So it's too close to me or something. I don't know. Group number 3. That's how I'm clearing out the energy. Group 3. Who are you missing? Hmm. Sadness. Okay. Who are you missing? This looks like somebody's sitting around missing somebody, and there's a rose in her hand. I never saw that before. She's sitting there looking longingly, beautiful backdrop with a rose, and they're really, the person you're missing is really sad and they really miss you. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Okay, who are you missing? Who's missing you? Okay, love reverse. And why? Why and why? That jumped up. Constancy. Hmm. This is interesting. This is a different group. Then this is not connected to the last story. I can feel it. It's like too many, it's like too many inconsistencies, too many times. This person feels like they're not going to get another chance. You're not going to like put up with them anymore. Yeah, they want to send you messages, and but they know they're blocked. Yeah, they feel like they've lost already. They feel like they've lost you. And I'm hearing from your end, good luck. And like you're like, I'm gonna put as much thought into this as you put into our relationship. I don't really see the point of me keeping the reading going, but I am. I don't, let's see what's happening in my gut right now. There's something here. It's like you're like, you know what you're looking for and what you want, and you don't want this. Okay, but this person's still on your mind. Why and why? Again, with the blocked messages. Okay, so you're used to talking to this person and being really close. You had a lot of hope for love because of this connection, and you didn't want to believe that it was falling apart or failing, or it wasn't what you wanted. You wanted it to be really badly. Hmm. How you're handling this though is like a G, I see. Your energy is causing this person to feel sad. Like you're so happy, even though it's not what you thought it would be, wanted it to be, hoped it would be. You know where your fortune lies, and it's within you, and you're being creative and moving on. Any other messages? I don't know. What else is there to say to these people, to this person who's already, it seems like you already have that energy, that guard. It's not a guard though. It's kind of like a confidence. You're confident. I'm gonna pull from the Earth Magic deck. Who are you missing? They know they're missing out on a good thing, and it's because of your confidence. Oh, it's like you're choosing yourself, you're rocking out with yourself, and it's making you so attractive. What I'm hearing, this isn't just one person. This is multiple people that are sad because you're not around. Submerged. Iceberg submerged for who you're missing. You're not really missing this person or these people. You're better off. You've seen and saw that you're better off without them. Like you're better off without them. You're healthier, you're more stable, you have your mind, you know. Um you're disappointed though that you don't have you it's seemingly don't have the love that you want in every way. You know, it's like, but you're like, you know what? I still got me. I still got my gifts. I still have God. Like you're choosing to experience life anyway. And you weren't like that before. This is what this like iceberg cold block has taught you. It's like I haven't lost anything. And then the same cards, same colors, iceberg and reflection, iceberg reverse, reflection reverse. This is the winter solstice. It's chilly around here. The block is hard. The block is divine actually. The block is from the crown. The block is from your angels. The block is from your guardian angels that are like no more messing with this child of God. You're in season for good luck, fortune. And you're like, I'm not letting these people, this person, because I'm saying for some of y'all, it's a whole group. It's like they're throwing daggers, pow, 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 attacking you psychically, spiritually, trying to get in your head. They can't get in your head. They can't get in your head. And now they're sad. They moved on to, it's kind of like the grieving stage. First they were in denial that that you could possibly like do what you're doing and do what you've done. They were in denial of the power of God. They didn't even know they're dealing with the power of God. Listen, children, not you, you. You're always dealing with the power of God. Okay. I hope they heard it. In life, you're never not dealing with the power of God. That's where people got effed up. Oh, will they learn their lesson is the question that came to me. Honestly, only because you used to care about that. Like, are they thinking about me? Do they care? Are they going to change? And now you're like, man, good for you. I'm happy for you. All right, so let's look at why. You may not be happy with how things are right, how things are feeling right now. It's like your emotional body, you've made up your mind. That's a good thing. And now you're healing your emotional body. The reading I did last night was about you guys opening up to vulnerability and that being the wave that will remove the blockages to you manifesting your goals, your dreams, your heart's desires. um it's you being cold like this. You can't move through life like this. This is this one situation. You can't be cold. You have to kind of thaw out for yourself, for your projects, for what you value, for what makes you happy, what will help you travel to your dream locations or move out of the country. Some of you make your dreams come true as an artist. It's like you block them, they get it, they're not coming back. Your guardian angels are standing guard, you're safe now. Why? So that you can be in solitude, island energy, and thaw out by loving and nurture. Solitude is about nurturing, it's not about being alone. See, your enemies want to try to trigger your abandonment wounds and your fear. They want you to be running scared, but you are so smart and so divine. You just kind of allowed them to show up for how they are, and you didn't stop them, and you're not bothering them. You're not thinking about them. um Perfect. All right, it's the withdrawal of energy that creates change. And it's then you where now I'm going to focus over here. You see, if you still was focuses on them people I was talking to earlier, you would just continue to get more and more of that, and you're like, I'm done. I am so done. I don't want to talk about it no more. Okay, I don't want to talk to y'all no more. I don't want I don't want to do this anymore. and it's not personal, okay? None of creation really is personal. All of creation is doing what it feels like it has to do for them, and you finally moved into that space because you've been on angelic time, and every opportunity you saw in the past, you saw to give and to be a light and to serve and to show up and to smile and to be a cheering, encouraging, cheerful person. You just saw that that wasn't doing anything for you. It wasn't getting you the life you wanted. And also people weren't using it in the correct way. They would still kind of like try to like put you down and stuff, and you're the one there for them type of energies. Okay. And now that you mean it, and you're always one with one another and they're playing a role. It's like this, it's the reflection and going deeper into the iceberg of understanding of how energies actually work, and you not being involved in ego games like ego maniac games anymore. It's that's the part you don't want. If they came to you different, on a different vibe, and on some intimacy and connection and maturity, like soulful maturity, of course you would be there, but you would also know to say, hey, we're not having a one sided thing here. Are you capable of being there for me the same way I'm there for you? If not, then I can't do this. No offense, but offense is always taken with these people because they're not out of that zone yet. They haven't grown to where you've grown. All right, solitude. I want to keep exploring why, because I'm sensing it's like, man, it's I'm in a tough spot. I can't go back to the way I was, and I'm not completely all the way to the other side. How do I soothe myself and not sabotage myself, you know? And the answer, like I was saying, vulnerability, being in the meadow, is coming out in reverse, like inner vulnerability, not necessarily that other people see, but conversations between you and God, going for walks by the beach, writing your journal, getting into your poetry, intimacy with yourself, um eating healthy, you know, being good to yourself, being kind, being gentle, doing stuff just for you, taking yourself out on dates, getting dressed up and dolled up or handsome, um, and taking yourself out on it, buying yourself. You know, I thought about that the other day. I used to do this all the time. Um, I haven't done it in a while. I used to make myself a dinner date, light candles, put on lingerie, like just for me. Play the music, just have a date night with yourself. And the funny thing is, a lot of times when I would do that, when I was in that energy, somebody would call me and ask me out, or some friends would call me and ask me out. And if what I had going on was better than that, I would stay where I was at, baby. I'm serious. So you're in a season of learning to choose yourself, okay? That way, when your person or these people or anybody ever comes to you again, you know who this is about, you knowing who you are, what you value the most, and staying put in that frequency long enough for it to be real and not to be wobbled by other people's distaste, discomfort, them wanting or needing your attention, people trying to sabotage you, people are jealous and envious of you, people who lie on you. They've tried so many things in so many ways, but none of it has worked. And like I said, now they're sad because they're going through the stages of grief. They were in denial, you know, Somehow they're getting to the point of acceptance and seeing what that they've actually lost, and it's their ego that's bruised. Okay. Vulnerability, being in the meadow, being in solitude, taking care, nurturing yourself. Why? Why? This part wants to come out. Traveling by night. All right. So what I'm seeing is that you guys are very ambitious and like high achievers and perfectionists, right? You have a certain way that you want your life to go and want your life to be, who you want to be in it, how you want to be in it. You're very creative and you're masters at allowing manifestations to appear. So that means you're also alchemists because you're also transmuting energies as well. You're upset, a bit frustrated that your manifestations in the past have not turned out how you wanted them to, how you feel like you deserve them to. The spirit realm is saying that they're still not going to tell you everything that's going to happen. You have to trust in one foot in front of the other. That's what traveling by night means. Okay? You trust this step here. That's all you're being asked to do and you're like, "Ah." And so like as you get comfortable with being nurtured and loved and you're taking you're being asked to take your time with yourself, like a tender lover. Maybe go listen to Tender Lover, that album by Babyface. Like you really need to get into a lover's energy with yourself. This is what I'm seeing, hearing. And it's not so that you can call in love. No, it's so that because you value yourself so much and you give it to yourself, you won't accept nothing less from nobody else, right? So whatever you don't give yourself, other people won't give it to you because they're like you don't even have that standard for yourself. I'm not paying for you to do to get this or that. I'm not giving you compliments. You put yourself down all day. How exhausting is that for me to try to put a drop in a bucket and you're not easily pleased, right? And so what I'm seeing here is that because of everything you've been through and everything you had to cut off and block or whatever, it's time for you to thaw that out, become more vulnerable within yourself, not with other people. In the past, the reason why things have been so painful for some of us is that we were open and vulnerable with immature people who don't respect sensitivity. They don't know how to respect life. They look at life through a superficial lens. And so when you open up to people like that, they're looking at the tears instead of being like, why is she crying? It's like, you're crying. You're not supposed to cry. That shows weakness. No, it doesn't. You don't know what that is showing for a person. Not unless you care enough to ask. And that is what's up? What's up, Rayisha? Um, yeah, you're I got distracted because somebody was calling me. You're what was I saying? I forget. So maybe it's supposed to be over with that. Traveling by night. Ooh, embodying and ruminating in joy. So while you are, that's funny. What just came to me is the sweater I crocheted looking at her, right? So while you are being nurtured, one foot in front of the other, maybe one foot in front of the other for your finances and your money too. you know. Um, do things that nourish you, like get into your arts, get into start writing your business plan, like nurture, put love and affection, find a way to be affectionate with, my hands are getting hot, affectionate with and impassioned with all of the things that you weren't nurtured for you when you were a kid. It's like these people ain't finna do it. And you now you don't want them to. You like, you know what? Don't touch it. No. Because when people start feeling sad and like, oh, I miss her. Man, remember when she used to do, remember when we used to they start reminiscing, they get sentimental, and then they'll call you and want to love bomb you again. But you're so icy that they won't even do that anymore. So it's kind of it could go into slide into loneliness, but you're being called to rise above that and be in solitude. And solitude is about this lover's nurturing type energy, like deep. I was listening to a book from the grandmother of Jesus. Her name is Anna. It's a channeling, and they lived for a really long time. This is not the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make, because I don't want to get caught up on that. They live for a really long time, and how they live for a really long time is by spending time in mummification, laying flat, resting for long hours, like really, really long hours, days, weeks, even months, like in rejuvenation, consciously though. Solitude is consciously knowing that God has your back, you're in love with life, life is good. I love loving myself, nurturing myself, taking myself out on dates. You get what I'm saying? Like it's an experience, like when you like somebody and you're excited and you're giddy, do stuff that makes you feel like that. And then like only focus on those things. And it could be like you painting your nails. It doesn't it's like some of y'all are such like high achievers and such perfectionists and so ambitious. You've held your foot to the fire about what you're supposed to be accomplishing, how it's supposed to look. That's what I was talking about before. You're supposed to be letting that image go. That image is superficial. It has no base in reality, and you don't even love it. You don't love it. So the iciness is honestly for you to get rid of out of your space, out of your focus, anything you don't love, so you can put a stop to manifesting or having manifestation show up that you don't like and that you don't love. And if that's what you're used to being in relationship with, then it's going to feel a lot uncomfortable at first. So solitude is also about getting rid of the distractions that keep you away from being vulnerable. Solitude is listening to your body when it wants to sleep, with what it wants to eat. Solitude is about learning to be okay with being different and being weird. If and when you decide to really start enjoying your solitude, the people that have been holding on to your coattail energetically will no longer be able to keep up. You'll be on a whole nother level. There will be no competition. They will begin to start asking you questions like, how are you doing this without us caring? Because in their world, validation and attention is life force energy. And they groomed you to be that way as well. But that's not really who you are. You're here to connect with life, to live life abundantly. and to show other people how the is done. If you really listen to yourself, mm, and you stop caring at all about what they think, because that's kind of like making your decisions based off of what a toddler feels like today. And their feelings are all over the place, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. There's no judgment. See, it's not about being mad anymore at anyone necessarily. It's about understanding I'm on this island and y'all are in this iceberg. And because they're paying so much attention to you, it's ridiculous. They have. And what you're slated to teach them is that they are the prize, not just because other people like them, want them, they have a lot of money so that other people can like them and want them. It's just because they're alive, and it's a birthright. It's a promise written on the heart. And that's the only power that exists for real, because that's all we all really want. And you are in the knowing, wow, my hands are getting sweaty, that your energy, your time, your value is sacred, and you will only use it at the right times with the right people doing the right things. And in order for you to get into that space and actually live that out, you're going through a purification of learning to not ignore, because it's not even that you don't like yourself. You spend so much time focusing on other people. In a lot of ways, you may be surprised at how much you don't know about yourself and about what you care about and about what you value, or maybe how much, because we can be surface level with ourselves. You know who you are, whatever, but you don't allow yourself to have that. I do in person readings. um you don't allow yourself to have that like chemistry and synergy in your life unless it looks like you having a boyfriend or a girlfriend, a house or a car. It's like you're letting the superficial dictate like how you feel about yourself. And this is what you learn from growing up with these people. And you know it's not right for you, but it still has to be purged out of your body. That's the humbling part about energy transmutation and healing. You can be very high intellectually spiritual, but if you still have energies in the cells of your body, they'll still run your life even though you know better. And even if you, because I'm seeing that this cutoff is ain't brand new. This iceberg energy ain't brand new. It's just taking all of this, whatever has happened, whatever has transpired, to get you by yourself, to get you alone, and to get you to into yourself, loving yourself. It's been a journey to get you to understand the depth of love that you need to give yourself. It's been painful to realize it. Hold on, got a phone call. It's been a painful realization, and now that you have accepted it, your life will begin from the place where when you decide, the day you decide to um hey DB, yeah, you can schedule a session with me. You can go to my website. I put it in the description, and it's probably on my main page as well. Um let me see. Can I respond to y'all? I don't know how. I don't know how. Post comment. Oh, I'm about to put my website, pin it, I guess. Here. Sorry to interrupt the reading, guys. But There you go. But all right. Yeah, I'm proud of you. For some reason, one of the hardest things in the world for all of us to do is like really truly love ourselves. And I was listening to this one channeling from Yeshua, and he was saying, stand in the mirror and look at yourself like you look at a lover that you fall in love with. Like you are truly supposed to be in love with you, in love with the sound of your voice, in love with, you know, your breath when you wake up in the morning. You're supposed to love your dirty jaws down. And it's your time. And this is where your new life will begin because your old life has already ended and you're done mourning it, it looks like. Maybe some of you are still grieving and mourning the loss of your past self or your old life, but some of you are like finally starting to get it. Like, yippee, I'm free. You're free. This is saying that you're free. You're free. You're free to focus on yourself now. You're free to live your life the way you've always dreamed of. And it's going to come through you connecting emotionally and vulnerably with yourself, which is how you pray and connect to the divine. Have you noticed that when you get frustrated and fed up and you go take a walk and you talk with God, your prayers are answered probably within the next 48 hours. And the thing is that you become so surrendered that it doesn't matter to you when or how it happens. You know it's already done. You're being asked to go into that energy to where you're so close to God within yourself and you trust God with the desires of your heart because honestly, desires are God, is God desiring to create through you something. A desire is our God consciousness energy being excited to create something. You were never going to fail. And the fact that you were groomed to believe that you could is from that old energy that you had to block out. And now that you've blocked it out, you're still dealing with kind of the residual. Sometimes you get off and you get wobbly and you start going back into that old energy pattern because it still might be there and still might have some momentum and still might have a hold on you. But it's not going to defeat you. You've gone this far, you can make it the rest of the way. I know it hurts. I know it's hard and challenging, but nothing is more powerful than God. Nothing is more powerful. You know what scripture has been very comforting for me the past couple of weeks? The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside still water. He restores my soul. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for thy staff and thy rod, they comfort me, or whatever. That psalm has been comforting to me because the beginning part, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. Vulnerability. He leadeth me beside still waters. Island, solitude. Okay. He restores my soul. Traveling by night. Sorry, that's not the card I wanted to put up. Embodying and ruminating in joy. When you listen to the voice of God within you, that psalm means something different to me now than it used to. That psalm is saying you have a choice of what voice you want to listen to, what voice you want to be guided by. One voice is going to lead you to lie down in green pastures and beside still waters, into restoring your soul. And another voice is going to lead you to sadness and loss. Sadness and loss, which is illusions, emptiness, nothing. Have you noticed that if you ever been in a toxic relationship, or they lead nowhere and they get you nothing? And then what they do get you, it goes away, it falls away, it gets destroyed. hmm Because it's emptiness. That's what I call drama. Emptiness, nothingness. Anybody, a voice that wants to lead me to anything that will cause more discomfort, dis-ease, pain. The old paradigm taught you you had to work hard or suffer in order to be deserving to be lied down in green pastures and to have your soul restored. But the new way of being that we're ushering in now is that you don't. And you are a leader in that. You are my queen of naps. You are the goddess of laying down, okay, and moving out of the way energetically and trusting in God, having fun, being playful, because the meek shall inherit the earth. Anybody have any questions? I'll answer your questions here if you would like, or a question. That's the end of those readings. I had so much fun reading. Y'all can order my Avatar in the City deck. I got to get better at promoting myself. I've been saying this for years. I am doing better because I used to think it was corny and I didn't want to do it. I used to think it was lame to constantly like be promoting all your products, blah, blah, blah. But now I'm like, who else is going to if I don't? No questions? So yeah, anybody that would like to schedule a session with me, it's real easy. You just go to my website and you can press book appointment, and you can schedule an appointment. Or if you see some um, types of sessions that you're interested in, that you have more questions about, you can just email me and call me. I'm very available. You are my queen of cat naps. Okay? Of self-pampering. But yeah, I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you for your kind words always, Raisha. Peace out. Talk to y'all soon.